Iran in the US, YouTube, Jim Carrey, and Wendy Williams. So please watch the whole video. Will Wendy Williams' conservatorship end this year? Will it actually end this year in 2026? We have the double. And we have the 7 of Wands. What else? Can you clarify the double card, please? Can you clarify the 3 of Cups? Will a conservatorship end this year? Yes and no. Because I feel like by the time her conservatorship ends, I feel like they're probably gonna tell her. They're probably gonna tell her that she's out of her conservatorship, and she's gonna believe it. But she's still like being controlled in some way, shape, or form. She's still being controlled. I think she's still gonna be in a conservatorship without her knowledge. That's basically what I'm seeing here. I see deception when it comes to it, and then she's eventually gonna find out. I think they're taking her competence for granted. Like they're taking her sense of knowing for granted. Yeah, and honestly, I feel like she's gonna be out in public talking about, oh yeah, my conservatorship ended, and I honestly think it's the public that's gonna do some research and find out that it's not true. Like, child, I feel like they're gonna tell her that, oh yeah, it ended, and then she's gonna, she's gonna believe it, and then I feel like the public is gonna do some digging and find out that they're lying to her. Like she's still under their control, but in a different way. It's not a regular conservatorship, or maybe she still is going to be under a conservatorship. But I honestly feel like in order for Wendy to come out of her conservatorship, it's going to take a lot of money. It's going to take a lot of money and legal battles. And by the time she actually gets out of the conservatorship, I feel like she's going to be broke. She's not going to have any more money. Like, it's going to take a lot of, like, she needs a good legal team to get her out of this conservatorship. And she might not even have no money left over, y'all. Like, that's how it's an extensive process. It's an extensive process. It's going to take a lot of time and money for her to genuinely get out of the conservatorship. I still see Wendy in this energy of having to fight and having to defend herself, like, when it comes to her rights to her money and her freedom. Like, they claim she's going to return back to TV in 2026. Well, there's talks about it. So I want to know, will she resume her talk show this year? Will Wendy Williams resume her talk show this year? The cards are saying yes, y'all. The cards are saying yes. I do feel like she's going to be able to talk to us again. I do think she's going to return to TV. I do. Sorry, forgive me if y'all can't see the cards. We have the 4 of Wands, and this is why I think I do. We have the 4 of Wands that talks about, celebrating, that talks about a reunion, right? That talks about coming together. Then we have the High Priestess. She's going to be able to share her knowledge again and her thoughts again, along with the Queen of Swords. She's going to be able to talk to us. The Queen of Swords talks, the Swords talks about communication, and then we have the Chariot, something moving forward. So I do feel like it's a yes. She will return to her, she will resume her talk show. Is it going to be on television though? Is it going to be on television? I don't think so. I think it's going to be on, I think first it's going to start out like as a podcast, or like kind of like a radio show, or it may start out on YouTube first. Like she may form a YouTube series. I see social media first, and I think if that goes good, this is going to be a tester. If that goes good, then they're going to probably reserve a slot for her back on television. How does she feel about the Diddy trial? How does Wendy Williams feel about the Diddy trial? I feel like I don't know if she's staying hip to the news. I'm not too sure that she's, watching the news. They might not allow her on social media or whatever. They might give her books to read to keep her occupied, and and also like if she does watch TV, it's like she's monitored. I don't think they allow her to have like a phone or anything. But when she does find out though, I can see when she does find out, because I feel like she will, but it's gonna be old news. Well, it is kind of old news. But when she finds out, she's gonna be like, I told you so. Like, she's gonna be happy. She's gonna feel not happy. It's like she's gonna feel like I told you, like kind of like I'm not a liar. And also, I honestly feel like she knew that Diddy was gonna go to jail. I feel like she told somebody that Diddy was gonna go to jail. And then she might say something along the lines of, she feels like, Diddy is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to exploiting children. I feel like if she did tell somebody about Diddy back in the day, I feel like she knew, like, it wasn't just Diddy. Like, it wasn't just Diddy. I honestly feel like she knew that it was like a ring. It was like a whole ring of the motherfuckers. How does she feel about the Trump administration? Again, I don't think she watches like the news. I don't think she's allowed to. Yeah, I don't think she's allowed to. I do think that she knows that Trump is the president. She knows. And I think she just goes based off of her knowledge of Trump back in the day. Like, Trump was a huge reality star. Back then. He did reality TV. And I feel like she knows him, knows of him from that era, I do feel like I don't see any bad cards here. I mean, I see the 5 of Pentacles, and she's like, it's more so like, how the hell did he get into office? And then she's like, oh, money must have got him in there. And something about Ivanka, something about his family, she feels like got him inside office, got him into the office. Maybe when it comes to his last wife, the one that passed away, I think her name is Ivanka. Is it Ivanka? I know that Donald Trump was rich, but I don't know what exactly makes him rich. I don't, to be honest. I don't know if I know he owns the Trump Towers, but did he come from a rich background, or I don't really do research on Donald Trump. Maybe I should start. But I know he was a huge reality TV show person back then. What about Jay-Z and the controversy along with his Epstein affiliation? She said, I told you. Like, she feels like I told you. And I feel like she really feels like death to all of them. Death to all of them. Oh my God, that's how she feels, y'all. Including Diddy, including Epstein. She feels like death to all of them. Again, something tells me she don't watch the news. Like, she's not allowed to tune into certain things. It's gonna get her riled up. Her, let me tell you something. Whoever, looks after her, they're like, we can't let her know. we can't let her know about certain things that is going on, because it's going to trigger her into it. I feel like Wendy goes on these kind of temper tantrums of like being able to tantrums, like she start cursing people out, and like, you won't let me have my phone, you won't let me do this, you won't let me do that, like she she be going off the rails on these people, and they're like, we can't let her know what's going on because it's gonna trigger her, and then she's gonna go on her little tangent about how, we don't let her do nothing. She's gonna start calling us names, cussing us out. Like, we can't let her know certain things. Okay, well, there's that, y'all. We're gonna move on to Jim Carrey. What's the energy surrounding Jim Carrey at the award show he attended recently? What's the energy surrounding Jim Carrey at the award show he attended recently? 5 of Wands. The King of Pentacles. The King of Wands. The Ace of Pentacles. And the 5 of Swords. Okay, I thought so. Y'all, I feel like Jim Carrey was depressed. And I do think, I think that Jim Carrey is offered opportunities to show up at award shows all the time. He just doesn't show up. I do feel like he wanted to feel good. He wanted an opportunity to feel good. Like, he got ready, he got dressed, and it was in good spirits. Like, Jim Carrey feels like, honestly, if I don't play the game, it just makes me feel stressed out, anxious, depressed. And he's like, let me just show up for the one time. Let me just show up for the one time. And I feel like Jim Carrey is like, I just want to have fun. Like, I don't want to be deep. I just want to have fun. Like, I just need to pick me up. What is this 5 of Wands energy here, though? Because I do feel like he got paid to show up, or he was presented with the opportunity like any other time, and then he was like, he accepted the offer. Think they're for the 5 of Wands. Is he in a relationship, y'all? Is he in a relationship? He felt like he felt like he had to show up. I feel like he might be in a relationship, or he might be dealing with a woman here. There's some woman that he's having conflict with, and yeah, I feel like he just wants to get out the house. Child, I feel like she's stressing him out. She's stressing him out. Lord have mercy. We have the Lovers card here, and also this could be also like fighting with his mind as well. Having conflict with his mind. Like, it doesn't have to necessarily represent a woman, although it could. It's like being indecisive almost. Like, should I not? What does this mean? Like, if I do show up, like, I feel like he contemplated this for a minute. If I show up, like, that's gonna give everybody an invitation to have their opinions. It's gonna give everybody, even like jobs are gonna start coming for him. Jobs, people are gonna get a green light to start bothering me again. It's basically what he was thinking. Like, people are gonna start bothering me again if I show up. Should I show up, or should I just stay home? Like, and he's like, you know what, I'm gonna just show up and see what happens. Is Jim Carrey a fire sign or a Gemini? Oh, he's a Capricorn. Never mind. He's a Capricorn. I love me a Capricorn, child. Anyways, we're gonna see. How does he feel about how people are, how does he feel about trending because of his appearance? I mean, oh no, that wasn't the next question. The next question is, why does Jim Carrey look different? Y'all, I think he actually did get surgery. Hold on. Wait a minute. I think I need to use different cards. Uh, y'all, I don't think that's him. I actually don't think that's him. No, that's not him. That is not Jim Carrey. That is not. The rumors are true. It's not Jim Carrey. That's not Jim Carrey. It's not Jim Carrey. My next question is, how does he feel about trending because of his appearance? How does Jim Carrey feel about trending? Because y'all, look at this card. There is someone else. Do you even care? You matter. I think so. Yes. Y'all, that's not him. That's not him. The first card that came out is there is someone else. What the fuck? I know you from somewhere. Y'all. My God. Listen to your heart. They are waiting for you. And I meant what I said. Listen to your heart. That's not Jim Carrey. Light. Y'all, is he dead? Is he dead? I think Jim Carrey passed away. They found out and they reserved his body. I think Jim Carrey recently passed away. And they cloned him. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Y'all didn't hear nothing from me. He recently passed away. And you know what? That's probably why he's like, oh, that's why he's outside. Y'all, that's why he's outside. That gave them the green light. They're like, okay, we could put him back to work. Because I feel like for the longest time when Jim Carrey was alive, he said no. I feel like he did all his contractual obligations and then he stopped working. Like he kept saying no. And now they finna milk this damn clone to the best of their ability. They finna milk this clone till they can't milk this clone no more, child. They're like, he's back in business. Oh my God. Oh my God. Well, that's my next question. Is Jim Carrey that we saw at the award show, is he a clone? Yes. Look, and this motherfucker is being controlled. This motherfucker is under mind control, the clone. Yes, he's a clone. When he was at the show, when he was at the award show, did he come with someone? Did he come with a woman, like, or was he by himself? I feel like whoever he came with was a handler of his. Yeah, y'all. The real Jim Carrey is dead. He's dead. And the only thing that's left is his consciousness. You see these swords? The only thing that's left is his consciousness. And you know what? I think the real Jim Carrey, I don't know if I should say this, because there is a possibility that I could be wrong, but this is just an intuitive feeling I get. I think the real Jim Carrey, I don't think he passed away under natural circumstances. I don't think so. I think that he may have unalived himself. I'm not too sure if it was intentional though. I'm not too sure. It may have been like an accident. It may have been some sort of accident, but he did unalive himself. But it was an accident. I feel like it's like, probably like, I don't know why I'm thinking of a gun. Like, he probably shot himself. Like a gun or maybe pills, like an overdose. I don't know if Jim Carrey did drugs. I don't know. But it could be a possibility that he did drugs in an overdose or he shot himself. Or he could have overdosed before, but it didn't kill him. That wasn't the thing that killed him though. I'm seeing drugs and a gun. Yeah, look at this angel, y'all. Child. Y'all, I want to cry because Jim Carrey was like, he's a legend. He is a legend. What does this mean for the remainder of Jim Carrey's career? What does this mean? I genuinely hope I'm wrong because I do think he's going to continue working again, but I do feel like he's going to go back into hiding. I do think it's because people are catching on that that's not really him. But honestly, it's that easy. They could literally just blame it on plastic surgery, say he got Botox or some shit. And I honestly feel like that's what they're going to do. I honestly feel like he might comment on his appearance and say that, you know, he got Botox or whatever the fuck. But that's what I initially thought. I'm just like, I think he just got surgery. I think he just got heavy Botox and filler. Like, it is what it is. But then I remember when he turned 60, and I remember when he tweeted saying that he's 60 and sexy, and it's like, and he still had his old face. And so I'm just like, it's not adding up. Because I honestly feel like, and even the last movie Jim Carrey did, it was the Sonic movie. He looked old, like he looked older. Of course he was in costume, but it's like, it doesn't give Jim Carrey is into plastic surgery. It doesn't give that. Like, I don't know, y'all. What does it mean about his, I think they're going to try to do damage control, and have him speak out, or somebody might speak out on his behalf. I don't know. But I think because people caught on, it's going to be hard for them to look at Jim Carrey the same way again. His movies might not even do well. Like, and I do feel like he's going to go back into hiding, like, or his clone is going to go back into the lab, girl. And there might be a few tweaks over time, to look more reasonable. But that's crazy. They really said, you know what? We're going to reserve his body and we're going to give him a makeover. We're going to give him a makeover. But you know what? His appearance served its purpose, because I do think that people tuned into the, I never heard of that award show until he was trending. I think people tuned into the award show or actually watched, you know, highlights of it because he showed up. And so the clone served its purpose, was to get traction, was to give traction to the award show. Well, the next reading we're going to do is YouTube. Is YouTube the cause of creators' engagement going down? Is YouTube, the platform YouTube, the cause of creators' engagement collectively going down? Yes. Yes. With the 9 of Cups here. Yeah. Y'all, they get paid. YouTube gets paid. It's like, yes. It's like they're pushing people who make the platform the most money to the forefront. Yeah. They're the cause. And also, I feel like somebody is cutting them a check to promote them. It's like, if you give YouTube money to promote yourself, like, it's like a fucking school teacher or a parent picking favorites, bitch. It's like, yeah, y'all are all my children, but I have my favorites. Whoever does the most for me. What did I just say? Didn't I just mention parents? Y'all see this card? And he was a parent too. He was a parent too in the show. His son was Gideon. Gideon was a spoiled ass motherfucker, but he was popular though. Everybody liked him. What about unsubscribing subscribers from channels automatically? Is YouTube the cause of that? I don't think so. 1, 2. I mean, sometimes, but I think people just unsubscribe just to unsubscribe as well. I do think that YouTube watches certain people. I do think that they watch certain people. I don't know. It's weird. It's like, I do feel like YouTube, I feel like whoever's in that motherfucking YouTube headquarters or whoever's in charge of viewing content, I do feel like they spy on some people. And I think it's the spiritual people. I think it's the people, or not necessarily spiritual, but people who drop like hidden knowledge or, you know, do deep dives. I feel like it's those sort of people that share knowledge some way, shape, or form. It doesn't have to be spiritual. It could be in regards to truths when it comes to our government. They spy on certain people. Y'all see this eye? Yo, I know my nails is fucked up. I'm practicing. Yeah. And then we have the Two of Swords here. I do think that to an extent they are, you know, the cause of people automatically getting unsubscribed. But then also I feel like there's bugs in the system as well. I feel like there's bugs in the system that automatically unsubscribe people. But do they consciously like try and unsubscribe people? Not always, no. It's certain creators. It's certain creators. Let me just pull it plain and simple right now. If you do YouTube deep dives, if you're not white and popping, if you are spiritual, if you're doing tarot card readings, if you're doing celebrity readings, there's a target on your back. Like, once you make enough noise and traction, you're being watched by them for sure. As long as you're waking up the people, you have a target on your back. Is it also a racial thing as to why YouTube targets certain individuals? Yes. Yes. Yeah, it is the cipher. Yeah. We have the Six of Wands, we have the Lovers, we have the Ten of Pentacles, we have the Devil card, we have the Judgment, and we have the Knight of Cups. It is. But again, as long as you got the coin, as long as you're actually investing in your channel, you got to play the game, y'all. When it comes to YouTube, unfortunately, you got to play the game. You got to give them some money in order to make, you got to give them some motherfucking money. And I genuinely feel like over time, they're going to make it harder for people to actually get monetized. They're getting greedy. You got to give them some money in order to actually like get in their good graces. Will it go back to normal? Will YouTube go back to normal? Like, will it be easier for people to? I feel like it has something to do with the CEO. I don't know who the CEO is, but it's the CEO that's like greedy as hell, getting greedy. I feel like the previous CEO, the woman, she wasn't greedy, like she wasn't money driven. But I feel like this new CEO is a male. I do feel like after the CEO resigns or steps down or whatever the hell, or it doesn't become CEO anymore, I do feel like things are going to, I do feel like there's going to be more advantages in YouTube land. But as of now, with the Ten of Swords, I think that a cycle has closed out and a new one begun, and this is the new one. You need to cough up the cash, cough up the cabbage, in the words of the Grow Sisters. Hands up, cash out. See, here's Gideon. Yeah, you gonna have to invest in some money in order to get somewhere. Should people try to gain a following on YouTube? Should people still try and gain a following on YouTube? God, Spirit, should people still try to gain a following on YouTube? Should people still try to gain a following on YouTube? Ten of Wands. Page of Pentacles. It's gonna take some, I mean, you can, but it's gonna take some time, and you're gonna have to work around guidelines. But don't expect nothing to pop off right away. Yeah, like don't expect like fast virility. Yeah, I think people who are meant to join YouTube will eventually join YouTube, and Spirit has their back. But like if you're just trying to do a YouTube channel, like, you know, just to, and I feel like it has something to do with people's attention span as well. TikTok is frying everybody's brains. Okay, I be looking at my you know, whatchamacallit, analytics, and YouTube tells me like the average duration, like how long y'all watch my videos. And at first I was like, am I not interesting enough? Is my videos not engaging enough? But then I watch other creators and they're like, yo, like I literally spend so much time on a video, and I'm talking about, these are established creators. Like these are creators who got like 600K subscribers, and like they've been on YouTube for a minute, and they're like, I work so hard on a video, and they don't do, you know, spiritual content like I do. They do deep dives and shit. I work so hard on a video, and people literally just comment on the first 5 minutes of a video, and it's like, it's because of TikTok. And I'm just like, so I thought it was something that I'm doing wrong, and maybe it is, but that also makes sense. Like I don't really use TikTok, y'all. And so I could watch, my attention span is still fried. However, I can sit and I could watch a deep dive. I could just have it playing in the background while I'm washing dishes, or you know. And so it's like, I feel like it has something to do with TikTok, other social medias. Was the U.S. and Iran conflict supposed to distract us from the Epstein files? Was the U.S. and Iran conflict supposed to distract us from the Epstein files? The Hermit. The Hermit, the world's. I think so. Yeah. It was. But also, their conflict has just been I feel like they've been sending empty threats back towards each other for a long time now. I feel like I feel like they've been silently beefing. Not silently, but it wasn't as like loud as it is now. Like, I'm sure some people knew about it, some people that are versed in US history, but it's like, I do feel like they did have conflict with each other, but this whole bombing thing, I think it is to distract us from the Epstein files, for sure. Y'all, let me tell you something. I feel like, okay, look at this card. This is Bill Cipher, and we'll just say this is the devil for the sake of the reading. And doesn't this look like Donald Trump when he was younger? And when he was dealing with Epstein? I feel like, I don't know what ghosties be talking in Donald Trump's ear, but I feel like this motherfucker talks, like, consults with demons or the devil himself, bitch. Honestly and truly, I feel like this motherfucker consults with demons or the devil himself. You see this? It's like he's performing a seance. And in the show, this was after he made a deal with Bill Cipher. And Bill Cipher just wants a body. Bill Cipher just wants to live in a human body. And of course, his deals are deceptive, right? And so he got, tricked by Bill. But Bill just wants a fucking body. Bill is a spirit that just wants a body, and he wants to take over the world. It's giving the devil, y'all. It's giving Donald Trump be talking to the devil, bitch. And the devil told him to motherfucking do this. I do feel like he consults. Like, I think it's because, what can I do to take people's mind off of this Epstein shit? Start a war. Bomb some fucking body. Do I think he was meant to kill the leader? Did I think he wanted to kill the leader? No, I don't. I think that was an accident. And I think he's scared, y'all. I think he's scared. He didn't mean to kill the Iran's leader. He didn't. Is Iran really going to succeed in assassinating Donald Trump? Is Iran really going to succeed in assassinating Donald Trump? Y'all, don't these look like missiles just flying? I think they will, but I think they're going to try, but strategically. We have the Seven of Swords, and we have the Queen of Wands. I don't think so. I think they're going to try, though, for sure. I think they're going to try. But something about this feels, I don't want to say like staged. It kind of feels premeditated in a way. I do think, I could be wrong, but I do think attacks were discussed. And even like I said earlier, it could have just been, we've been sending empty threats to each other. We've been sending empty threats to each other. You knew I was going to bomb you. You just didn't know when. It feels like that. It feels like, and then now it's like, oh shit. And then it's like, when Donald Trump consulted with this demon or this devil or whatever the fuck, Donald Trump was like, oh shit, I have a bombing in queue. Let me go give orders to the military and release that in order to distract the masses from this whole Epstein shit. It's weird. It's like, I have a bombing in queue. Oh shit, I need to go bomb some motherfucking body. I could just pull that card out and distract the masses. That's what it's giving. That's what it's giving, y'all. I think they're going to try to assassinate him. Because again, he did not meant to kill the leader. He didn't. I think they're going to try and retaliate. Absolutely. And kill him. Like they said they would. but I don't think they're going to succeed. I think he sees it coming. The thing is, I feel like it's dumb because they literally announced it. It's like, why won't you catch him by surprise? That's what makes me feel like this was planned. Like, it's staged. Like, I still see them continuing to fight. This is the US, this is Iran. And look at the devil. Look at the devil. I still think they're going to continue to fight. And this is the devil card, y'all. This is the devil card. The cipher. Yeah, but Donald Trump is scared. Look. He's scared. He's scared of his pussy. He's scared. He got himself into some shit now. I think, honestly, I do think this might cause him to resign. I think this might cause him to step down, but it's going to be done strategically. Because, y'all, he's too prideful for that. He's still prideful to admit that he's fucking wrong. He's too prideful. But I do think that if he does step down or if he does resign, it's going to be like, oh, it's because, you know, he needs to attend to a family member, or, you know, his nana is sick, and so he has to step down because he has to take care of her. It's like something like that. It's like, try not to seem like I'm scared, but I actually am. And so I'm gonna try and make an excuse as to why I can't be outside as much as I was before, or why I had to step down, or he's scared. He's scared. What is the outcome? Oh, is the US trying to take over Iran? Is the US trying to take over Iran? Yes. Yes. They are trying to take over Iran. I think Iran has something valuable. Is it uranium? Iran has something valuable, and they want it. The US is seeing green, and they said, we want it. We want it, bitch. I don't know what they got, girl, but they want it. And they just want that resource, but they're like, you know what, fuck it. If we can succeed in taking the whole damn country, let's do it. What is the outcome going to be for Iran after this situation? What is the outcome going to be for Iran? Let me tell you something. Iran is spiritually protected, y'all. I think they're going to surrender. I think they are going to surrender. They weren't prepared to go to war, or they weren't prepared to fight. Again, this feels very much so premeditated. This feels like we were supposed to pew each other a few times, and that was it. Like, we were just supposed to get the masses scared. But it's like, I feel like they went too far. They went too motherfucking far. And now it's like all hell is breaking loose, bitch. I think they're gonna surrender. But Donald Trump, he's not gonna stop. Like, he has to get the last laugh. He has to get the last lick in. Like, he has to be the one to do something last. Like, or else it's just gonna go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until somebody surrenders. And it's not gonna be him. It's not gonna be the US. It needs to be that. Like, he feels like he has to fucking win. Like, it's not that, my lord. But that's what a smart leader does. A smart leader surrenders, especially if they're trying to be prepared. Like, especially if, like, don't you need time to plan? Like, if you're not prepared, bitch, then, first off, if you're a country, you need to stay ready. If you are a country, you need to stay ready. Like, I don't care how many allies you got. I don't care how many friends you made overseas. You need to stay ready. Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Especially if you have something valuable, you need to protect your things. I know if I was running the country, bitch, oh, we're staying ready. We are staying ready. And if we need to come after a big fish like the US, oh, we're gonna plan this out thoroughly, because I'm in it to win it, bitch. I'm not gonna raise hell and then have to surrender later on. Oh no. If I'm gonna raise hell, I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna make sure I'm able to ride that shit until the wheels fall off. I guess that's the difference between a woman leader and a male leader. But y'all ain't ready for that conversation. Men are stupid as hell. I'm sorry, but men are stupid as hell. And I don't hate men, but I feel like as much as they claim to be logical, it's like, I said this before in my Black community reading, once they have power and money, they act a plumb fool. They act a plumb fool. It's like all sense goes out the window. All sense goes out the window once they achieve status, money, and power. They know how to use the muscle between their ears to get the money, power, and status. But they don't know how to use their brain to maintain it. And they don't know how to fucking protect it. It's like, that's the difference between a fucking woman and a man leader. I'm sorry. It's like all sense goes out the window. It's crazy. What is going to be the outcome for the U.S. in regards to the situation? Oh, y'all, listen. Something is going to end. Something is going to end. You know what's so fucked up? These leaders be making choices on our behalf. They don't think twice about how their choices and their actions are going to affect us. And that's so fucked up because we have no say. We have no say in these things. Our say is our say is technically who we vote into office. That's our say. And our vote is not just something that's just like, it's like we basically hand over our lives to whoever we elect into office. That's our say in any world affairs. And it's so unfair. It's so unfair. Because getting in them polls for 2024 was a fucking blood sport, y'all. It was a blood sport. And the streets are saying that our vote didn't even matter in the first place. And I think it's so fair that we're caught up into some shit and majority of us didn't have a say in this. And you mean to tell us we got to stick by our president? There's nothing we could do now. We got to stick by our president. But we didn't do nothing. We didn't do nothing. The fuck you mean? You mean this? You mean this motherfucker? Nigga performing seances and shit. Nigga is talking to demons and ghosties is whispering in this motherfucker's ear. This nigga is consulting with the devil on asking what he should do in order to distract us from being a PDF file. We gotta stick by this piece of shit. This low-life, dirty, dumpster diving, dumpster smelling, sewage smelling, inner city smelling, rat slump smelling ass nigga. We gotta stick beside him. Him, bodies. That's not fair. That's not fair, but whatever. Yeah, Spirit is saying it's a wrap. Listen, things are gonna get worse. I do think that the U.S. is going to war, but not right now. Not right now. Not right now. I think we still have, what was my prediction? Did I say 2027? I think we still have a year or two left for war to happen. I don't think it's going to happen right now, y'all. And I still have that reel posted on my page. I was going to delete it because, you know, I was just starting out and it was kind of low quality. But I was like, you know what? That's my prediction and I'm going to stick to it. I don't think war is going to happen right now. I think we still have time to get our asses out of the U.S. Spirit wants me to also say that do not mail in your ballots. If you're participating in the midterm elections, do not mail in your ballot. Do not mail in your ballots. You need to show up to a voting site and vote. Do not mail in your ballots because I think that there's going to be some discrepancies or some sort of like interference with your guys' mailing stuff. I feel like they already started. You know, fucking with the post. Yeah. I feel like they already started fucking with people's orders and packages and stuff. Don't mail in your ballots. Any messages from God about the situation? Any messages from God about the situation when it comes to the U.S.? What about Iran? Oh, okay. Iran. Water element. Bullshit. Like I said, y'all, it's like Iran is gonna, I feel like Iran is gonna surrender. But just because But Iran is really giving, just because I've been on the road don't mean I've been on the run, in the words of Cardi B. It's like, don't take our silence, don't underestimate our silence. Like, bitch, like, oh, we're coming for that ass. It's just we need to prepare first. That's what Iran that's the type of timing Iran is on, honey. Trillium, self-love. Okay, this is for messages from God for the US. I mean, I don't even really necessarily have to read it, but I'm going to read it anyway. The Spirit is saying we got to stick by our president. That's the Spirit is saying. We have to stick by our president. It may not look good now, but we can't badmouth our president. It makes us look weak. It makes us look weak. We're going to read the oracle card. It says here, learn to appreciate everything delicate and gentle in your nature. Delve into the tender part of yourself that holds the cosmic parent and child. Go within and find the small child inside who asks for shelter from life's storms. Wrap your wings around that small one. Give love and comfort. See that child blossom within the unconditional love of the universe, into a gentle being of light. Here lies the potential for all things wondrous. Allow yourself the nurturing that will help you bloom into the most that you can become. Too often in life, we see all the things that we do not like about ourselves instead of seeing how truly wonderful things are. What a pity. How much further do you think you could go if you were showered only with praise, positive guidance, and support? This is constant pouring out of these blessings upon you by the Creator. It is your job to accept it into your heart and life. Love yourself. Do not forget your divine birth into this universe. You are a divine spark of that God force, and nothing can take that away from you. It is through you that God chooses to express love on the earth plane. You are an expression and part of God. The fairies recognize this in you. They are often perplexed that we as humans do not often perceive our own divinity, something that comes so naturally to the elemental kingdom. Do you wish to help? They do wish to help, however, so follow their lead. Feel the natural grace the Spirit has put upon this planet. Attune to it. Through nature, we connect to the Spirit. Feel the love, the peace, and the comfort of divine Spirit in all areas of your life. You are never alone. The cosmic parent is always with you. Write yourself a love poem today. I think this message talks about asking for protection, diving more into your faith. Whatever, it's also talking about self-soothing, putting yourself at ease, whether that's reading the Bible, whatever gets you into the mood of having faith in your Creator, whoever that may be, in whatever mode that is, whether it's reading the Bible, whether it's praying, whether it's journaling to God, writing letters to God. Like, this card is calling for you to ask for protection and understand that you are protected. And then we have the green fairy. Wait, no, I'm gonna do devotion first. Unconditional love. Are you considering devoting yourself to another? First, make sure you are devoted to yourself. Begin by embracing Spirit's devotion to you. Feel it inside and out. Feeling the falsetted crystal in your heart. Center yourself firmly within the white light of Spirit's energy, which gives you life. Ground yourself firmly to the earth, which feeds and cares for you. Fill yourself to the brim with the majesty of unconditional love. Then give it forth from the endless supply that is rightfully yours to share. It is the honoring spirit and the spirit that is within you. You will receive the love to give to another. Make and give yourself a Valentine today. And then we have water element. Then we have green fairy. Then we have water element. Green fairy, keyword healing. Green is the color of healing and growth. These cards are for Iran, and these cards are for the US. So devotion and trillium is for the US, and green fairy and water element is for Iran. Green fairy, healing. Green is the color of healing and growth. This card tells of healing in progress, a need for healing or an inability to direct healing energy to yourself or others. What is it for you? If you are in need of healing, focus your attention on the color of nature's green grass, trees, and foliage. Sit in nature, in the woods or garden if possible. Inhale this green deep into every cell of your body and bring this color out onto your aura. Fill up with the luscious green of a rainforest. Meditate with this color until you get an inner knowing that you are done. Ask the green fairies to assist you in your healing or with the healing of others. They are very skillful in their craft and are always ready to help. Be sure to offer thanks for their work. Just as the trees and flowers grow, so can your body, mind, emotions, and spirit grow healthy and strong. In nature, there is constant renewal. Buy yourself a plant today. And then we have 57. Water element. Flow. Keyword flow. Water is the elixir of life on earth. It is also a symbol of the astral fluid or universal energy that permeates all things. Water deserves our respect and gratitude, since without it there is no life. Honor it and understand what it is that you as a human being can do to protect its purity, to not be wasteful of it. Water element is associated often with the divine energy, feminine energy. It is about love, fertility, emotions. It is also associated with the subconscious mind. Water had no fixed state. It is a constant flow of flux. If this card has appeared to you today, work on consciously appreciating water and what it does for you. Consider carefully all the ways you use water. How much do you use? Do you turn the water off while brushing your teeth? Are you consciously grateful for water? Does Iran have a water problem? I also feel like Iran don't respect women. Iran does not respect women. And I honestly feel like, Lord have mercy. That leader, is he like sexist, misogynistic, isn't that the country that allowed like men to like marry like 9-year-olds and 12-year-olds? Correct me if I'm wrong, but Spirit don't like that. Spirit is not like that. And any misfortune that is brought to that country is their karma. Spirit is not like that at all. Spirit does not like how they treat women out there, and also Spirit doesn't like how they treat women out there. And also, if they do have a water problem, that's also karma. I'm gonna look it up though. If people leave the U.S., should U.S. citizens leave the U.S.? Yes, that's the ultimate travel card. Yes, yes, absolutely. Ten of Wands. Not everybody. Yeah, people are not happy here anymore. But also, not everybody is meant to leave, and not everybody is going to leave. There's going to be a lot of people that stay and endure everything here. And I feel like it's mostly black people. I had to say it. It's mostly black people. Or it's the energy of people who feel entitled to this land. Like people are like, oh, my ancestors built this land. I feel like it's black people and Hispanic people. And redneck white people. White people who are racist and redneck racist white people. It's like there's a lot of people who are going to stay here feel entitled to the land. They feel entitled. Yeah. Spirit wants you to leave. Yeah, because it's not going to get better, y'all. It's not going to get better. It's only going to escalate. It's only going to escalate. And as long as this motherfucker is still talking to demons, bitch. Brace yourself. My question is, will I leave the U.S.? Will I leave the U.S.? The world's Page of Wands. Yeah, I will. I will. And I will. And I'll be going to different places too. Like, I'll be going to different places. And I'm good. Wow. Why? Every time I ask people to pull cards for me, when it comes to my travel, they always say I'm gonna find love. Like, I'm just like, girl, like, I don't want to find no love. I've never been outside of the U.S., y'all. I've never been outside of the U.S. I've been to like different states, but I've never been outside of the U.S. If I travel outside of the country, the last thing on my mind is going to be love, y'all. I want to get the full experience, like maybe a hookup or two, but that's not going to that's going to be like, baby, lock them doors and turn them. Like, that's going to be like the last thing I do on my list. Like, I want to go to restaurants. I want to go to attractions. Like, I want to take pictures. Like, I don't want to, but yeah, I'm going to leave the U.S. I am. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's not gonna be easy though. It's not gonna be easy. You know what? It's not that it might. Okay, it might. It's not that it might not be easy. It's just that I'm gonna be in my head a lot about the process, and I honestly feel like I'm just gonna psych myself out because there might be obstacles. It might not be like a linear process, and I'm just gonna be in my head a lot, like negative thoughts, like oh my god, like, what if it's not gonna happen? What if it's not gonna happen? And then it does, and then, yeah. You know, that sounds like me. That sounds like me. Okay. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, okay? And I'll see you guys later, okay? I'm hungry. Bye.